Hello and welcome to my channel, Easy English Stories.
Emma was a little girl. She was 10 years old. She lived in a small town with her mother and her father. Emma had a happy life. Her mother was kind and loving. Every morning her mother woke her up with a warm smile. "Good morning, Emma," her mother said. "Good morning, Mom," Emma answered with a smile. They ate breakfast together. Her mother made eggs, bread, and hot tea. Emma loved breakfast because they always laughed together. Her father worked in a small shop. He left home early every morning. "Be a good girl," he always said before leaving. "I will, Dad," Emma replied. Emma went to school every day. She liked English, art, and music. She had two good friends, Lily and Sarah. After school, Emma came home. Her mother helped her with her homework. Then they cooked dinner together. In the evening, the family sat in the living room. They watched TV, talked. Emma thought, "I have the best family in the world." One day, everything changed. Emma's mother became sick. At first, she only had a small fever. She said, "Don't worry, I will be fine." But every day she became weaker. Emma sat beside her mother's bed. "Mom, are you okay?" Emma asked. Her mother smiled, but she looked tired. "I love you, Emma," she said softly. "I love you too." The doctors tried to help, but the sickness became worse. One rainy morning, Emma's father came into her room. His eyes were full of tears. He sat next to Emma. "There is something I must tell you," he said quietly. Emma looked at him. "What is it, Dad?" Her father held her hand. "Your mother, she passed away this morning." Emma could not speak. "No," she whispered. She ran to her mother's room. The room was quiet. Emma cried and cried. She held her mother's hand one last time. "I miss you already, Mom," she said through her tears. After the funeral, the house became silent. There was no laughter. There were no happy songs. Emma looked at the family picture on the wall every night. She missed her mother's smile. Her father also looked sad. He worked longer hours and spoke very little. Emma felt lonely. She did not know that her life was about to become much harder. Many months passed. Emma still missed her mother every day. Her father worked from morning until evening. He looked tired all the time. One evening he called Emma. "Emma, please sit with me." Emma sat on the sofa. "I want to tell you something important," her father said. Emma looked at him. "What is it, Dad?" Her father took a deep breath. "I met a woman. Her name is Linda." Emma listened quietly. "She is kind," her father said. "I want to marry her." Emma felt surprised. She loved her father, but she was not ready for a new mother. She looked at the floor. "If you are happy, Dad, I will try." Her father smiled. "Thank you, Emma." A few weeks later, her father married Linda. At first, Linda was very nice. She smiled at Emma. "Hello, Emma. We can be a happy family." Emma smiled a little. "I hope so." For a few days, everything looked normal. But after Emma's father went to work every morning, Linda changed. She stopped smiling. "Emma," she shouted. "Yes." "Clean the kitchen." Emma cleaned the kitchen. Then Linda said, "Now clean the living room." Emma cleaned again. After that, Linda said, "Wash the dishes." Emma worked all day. When Emma asked, "Can I do my homework now?" Linda answered, "Later." Sometimes Linda gave Emma only a little food. "This is enough," she said. But Linda ate a big dinner by herself. Emma felt hungry. At night, Emma cried quietly in her room. She looked at the picture of her mother. "I miss you, Mom," she whispered. "I don't know what to do." When Emma told her father about Linda, "Linda is trying her best," he said. "You must listen to her." Emma wanted to say more, but she stayed silent. She knew her father loved her. He just did not see the truth. Every day became harder. Linda made Emma clean, cook, wash clothes. She never said, "Thank you." She only shouted, "You are slow. You are lazy. You are not good enough." Emma felt smaller every day. One rainy night, Emma sat near her window. She looked at the dark sky. She remembered her mother's words. "Be strong, Emma. Never stop believing in yourself." Emma closed her eyes. "I will be strong, Mom," she whispered. "But I don't know how much longer I can stay here." Far away, thunder filled the sky. Emma did not know it yet. Soon, one terrible day would change everything. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Emma's life became harder every day. Every morning, Linda woke Emma very early. "Get up," she shouted. "It is still dark," Emma said quietly. "I don't care. Go to the kitchen." Emma washed the dishes. She cleaned the floor. She made breakfast. Then she hurried to school. Sometimes she was late. Her teacher looked at her. "Emma, are you okay?" "Yes," Miss Emma answered. But it was not true. Emma was tired all the time. She could not sleep well. She could not study well. One day, her friend Lily sat next to her. "You look sad." "I am fine," Emma said. Lily smiled kindly. "If you ever need a friend, I am here." Emma wanted to tell Lily everything. She wanted to say that she was afraid to go home, but she stayed silent. After school, Emma walked home slowly. She opened the front door. Linda was waiting. "Why are you late?" Linda shouted. "I stayed a few minutes after school." "You are lying." Linda took Emma's school bag. She threw it on the floor. Books and notebooks fell everywhere. Emma quickly picked them up. "I am sorry." "You are always sorry," Linda said coldly. "Sorry is not enough." That evening, Emma's father came home. He looked very tired. Linda smiled at him. Emma was lazy today. Emma looked at her father. "Dad, that is not true." Linda quickly spoke again. "She talks back to me." Her father sighed. Emma listened to Linda. Emma felt tears in her eyes. He believed Linda again. Late that night, Emma sat on her bed. She held the photo of her mother. "I miss you so much," she whispered. "I feel alone." The next morning, Linda gave Emma only one piece of bread. Emma was still hungry. "Can I have more, please?" she asked. Linda shook her head. "No, but I am hungry. You can wait until tonight." Emma went to school with an empty stomach. During class, she felt weak. The teacher noticed. "Emma, are you feeling sick?" Emma smiled a little. "I am just tired." When school ended, Lily walked with Emma. "My family is having dinner tonight. Would you like to come?" Emma wanted to say yes, but she remembered Linda. "I can't. Maybe another day," Lily said. Emma nodded. "I hope so." That night, Linda became angrier than ever. She looked at Emma with cold eyes. "You will clean every room in this house." "It is very late," Emma said softly. "I don't care." Emma cleaned until midnight. Her hands hurt. Her feet hurt. She was very tired. When she finally lay down on her bed, she looked at the moon through her window. She thought about one question. What if I leave this house? The idea stayed in her mind. For the first time, Emma began to think about running away. Emma could not stop thinking about one question. Should I run away? She did not want to leave her father. She loved him very much, but she was afraid of Linda. Every day, Linda became colder and angrier. One Saturday morning, Emma cleaned the kitchen. Linda looked at the floor. "There is still dust," she said. "I will clean it again," Emma answered. Linda was not happy. "You never do anything right." Emma cleaned the floor one more time. After that, she washed the windows. Then she washed the clothes. She worked all day. She was very tired. That evening, her father came home. Emma wanted to tell him everything. "Dad, can we talk?" "Of course," he said. Before Emma could speak, Linda walked into the room. She smiled at Emma's father. "Emma broke a beautiful plate today." Emma was shocked. "No, Dad, I didn't." Linda looked angry. "Are you calling me a liar?" Emma's father looked disappointed. "Emma," he said, "you must tell the truth." Tears filled Emma's eyes. "I am telling the truth." But her father believed Linda again. Emma ran to her room. She closed the door quietly. She cried into her pillow. "I wish Mom were here," she whispered. That night, she opened a small box under her bed. Inside, she found a family picture. It showed her mother, her father, and Emma together. Everyone was smiling. Emma touched the picture gently. "I miss those days," she said. Then she made a decision. She would leave the house, not because she hated her father, but because she could not live with Linda anymore. Emma packed a small backpack. She put in 2 t-shirts, 1 pair of pants, a small bottle of water, a little bread, the family picture, a small teddy bear her mother had given her. She hid the backpack under her bed. "I will leave when the time is right." 2 days later, something terrible happened. Linda became very angry because Emma forgot to close a window. "You never listen," Linda shouted. She pushed Emma hard. Emma fell to the floor. Her arm hurt. Emma looked at Linda with fear. Linda did not say she was sorry. Instead, she walked away. That night, Emma looked out of her bedroom window. Heavy rain was falling. The streets were dark and empty. She held her backpack. She looked at the picture of her parents one last time. "I love you, Dad," she whispered. "I hope one day you know the truth." Very quietly, Emma opened her bedroom window. She climbed outside. Her heart was beating fast. She looked back at the house. Then she started walking into the dark, rainy night. She did not know where she was going. She only knew one thing: she could never go back. The rain fell all night. Emma walked slowly through the empty streets. She was cold. She was wet. She was afraid. She looked back one last time. Her house was far away now. Emma took a deep breath. "I must be brave." She walked for a long time. Soon her legs became tired. She sat on a small bench in a park. The wind was strong. Emma hugged her little teddy bear. "I wish Mom were here," she said quietly. She closed her eyes for a few minutes, but every little sound scared her. She heard a dog barking. She heard a car passing by. She heard the wind in the trees. Emma could not sleep. Early in the morning, the rain stopped. The sky became blue. Emma opened her backpack. She ate a small piece of bread. She drank a little water. "I must save the rest," she said. She continued walking. After some time, she found a small bakery. The smell of fresh bread filled the air. Emma's stomach made a loud sound. She was very hungry. She looked through the window. People were buying warm bread and cakes. Emma looked into her pocket. She had only a few coins. It was not enough. She turned away sadly. At that moment, an old woman came out of the bakery. She looked at Emma. "Good morning, dear." Emma smiled a little. "Good morning. You look tired." "I am a little tired and hungry." Emma looked down. "Yes." The old woman smiled kindly. "Wait here." She went back inside. A few minutes later, she returned with a warm loaf of bread and a bottle of milk. "This is for you." Emma's eyes became wide. "For me?" "Yes. But I don't have enough money." "You don't need money today." Emma felt tears in her eyes. "Thank you so much." "You are welcome," the old woman said. "What is your name?" "My name is Emma. I am Mrs. Rose. It is nice to meet you." Mrs. Rose looked at Emma carefully. Where is your family? Emma stayed silent. She was not ready to tell the truth. I am traveling. Mrs. Rose knew Emma was hiding something. But she did not ask more questions. If you ever need help, come back here. Emma smiled. I will, thank you. Emma walked away with the warm bread in her hands. For the first time since she left home, she felt a little hope. She sat under a big tree and ate slowly. She remembered her mother's words. There are good people in the world. Emma smiled softly. Yes, Mom, she whispered. I think you were right. She did not know that someone was watching her from across the street. A man in a black jacket looked at Emma for a long time. Then he quietly started following her. Emma walked slowly down the street. She did not know that a man was following her. The man wore a black jacket and a black cap. He stayed far behind her. Emma looked at the shops. She looked at the people. Everything was new. She felt small in the big city. After a few minutes, Emma stopped near a fountain. She drank some water. Then she sat on a bench. The man stopped behind a tree. He watched Emma quietly. Emma suddenly felt that someone was looking at her. She turned around. She saw many people, but she did not see the man. She stood up and started walking again. The man followed her once more. Emma's heart began to beat faster. Why do I feel afraid? She whispered. She walked more quickly. The man also walked more quickly. Emma looked behind her again. This time, she saw him. A tall man, a black jacket, a black cap. He was looking at her. Emma became frightened. She began to run. The man ran to Emma turned into a small street. She did not know where she was going. She only wanted to get away. Help, she shouted. Please, help. At that moment, a police car drove into the street. 2 police officers got out. What is happening? One officer asked. Emma pointed behind her. That man was following me. The officers looked around, but the man had already disappeared. He had run away. One officer spoke kindly. Are you hurt? Emma shook her head. No. Are you alone? Emma was quiet for a moment. Then she nodded. Yes. The officer looked worried. You should not be alone. Emma looked at the ground. I know. The officers took Emma to a small police station. They gave her water and a sandwich. Can you tell us your name? The officer asked. My name is Emma. How old are you? I am 10 years old. Do you know your home address? Emma did. But she remembered Linda. She remembered the shouting. She remembered the fear. She slowly lowered her head. I don't want to go back. The officers looked at each other. They did not force Emma to answer more questions. One policewoman smiled gently. You are safe here. Emma finally felt calm. She smiled a little. Thank you. Outside the police station, the man in the black jacket watched the building from far away. He looked serious. Then he quietly walked away. Emma did not know who he was, and she did not know that this was only the beginning of a much bigger story. Emma stayed at the police station for a few hours. The police officers were kind to her. They gave her a warm blanket. They also gave her a hot meal. Emma smiled. Thank you very much. You are welcome, the policewoman said. My name is Officer Anna. It is nice to meet you, Emma replied. Officer Anna sat next to Emma. Emma, we want to help you. Emma looked at her. I am afraid to go home. Officer Anna listened carefully. Can you tell me why? Emma took a deep breath. My mother died 2 years ago. I am sorry, Officer Anna said softly. My father married another woman. Emma looked at the floor. She is very cruel. What does she do? She shouts at me every day. She gives me little food. She makes me work all the time. She tells my father lies. Emma's eyes filled with tears. My father believes her. Officer Anna held Emma's hand. You were very brave to tell me, Emma cried quietly. I miss my father. I know, Officer Anna said, but your safety is important. Later that day, a kind social worker came to the police station. Her name was Mrs. Grace. She smiled warmly. Hello, Emma. Hello. I will take you to a safe place. A safe place. Yes. It is a home for children who need help. Emma felt nervous. Will I be alone? Mrs. Grace smiled. No. There are other children there, and the people who work there are kind. Emma nodded slowly. I will try. Mrs. Grace drove Emma to the children's home. It was a small white building with a beautiful garden. Many flowers grew near the front door. Children were playing outside. Some were laughing. Some were drawing pictures. Some were reading books. Emma watched them quietly. A woman opened the door. She had a gentle smile. Welcome, she said. My name is Mrs. Helen. It is nice to meet you. Mrs. Helen showed Emma her new room. It was small but clean. There was a bed, a desk, a chair, and a little window with sunshine coming through it. Emma put her backpack on the bed. She took out the family picture. She placed it on the desk. Then she looked out of the window. For the first time in many months, no one was shouting. No one was angry. The house was quiet. That night, Emma lay in bed. She hugged her teddy bear. Good night, Mom, she whispered. I think I am safe now. She closed her eyes. Outside, the stars shone brightly. Emma did not know what tomorrow would bring, but for the first time since she ran away, she believed that tomorrow might be better. The next morning, Emma woke up early. Sunlight came through the window. She smiled a little. She heard children talking and laughing outside. Emma got dressed. She went to the dining room. Many children were eating breakfast. Mrs. Helen smiled. Good morning, Emma. Good morning. There is a seat for you. Emma sat down quietly. A girl with brown hair smiled at her. Hi, my name is Sophie. My name is Emma. It is nice to meet you. You too. Sophie pointed to another boy. That is Noah. Noah waved his hand. Hello, Emma. Emma smiled. Hello. After breakfast, the children went to the garden. Some played football. Some drew pictures. Some read books under the trees. Sophie asked Emma, Do you want to play with us? Emma was shy. I don't know. It will be fun, Sophie said. Emma nodded. Okay. They played together for a long time. Emma laughed. It was the first time she had laughed in many months. Mrs. Helen watched them. She was happy to see Emma smiling. Later, Mrs. Helen spoke to Emma. You are safe here. Thank you. You can go to school again next week. Emma's eyes became bright. I really want to study. Mrs. Helen smiled. I know. That afternoon, Emma sat alone in the garden. She looked at the sky. She took the family picture from her backpack. She touched her mother's face in the picture. I miss you every day, she whispered. Just then, Sophie walked over. Are you thinking about your family? Emma nodded. My mother died. I am sorry, Sophie said. My father is alive, but I had to leave home. Sophie sat beside her. You are not alone anymore. Emma looked at her new friend. Thank you. That evening, all the children had dinner together. They laughed and told funny stories. Emma listened quietly. Then she smiled. Before going to bed, Mrs. Helen gave Emma a small notebook. This is for you. What is it for? Emma asked. You can write your thoughts. Emma opened the notebook. On the first page, my name is Emma. I had many sad days, but today I found new friends. Maybe my life can become happy again. She closed the notebook and smiled. Outside, the night was peaceful. Emma did not know that. Her father had discovered that she was missing. He was looking for her everywhere, and he was about to learn a terrible truth about Linda. Emma had been living in the children's home for many weeks. She was safe. She went to school every day. She had new friends, but every night she still missed her father. She looked at the family picture and whispered, "I hope you are okay, Dad." At the same time, her father was looking for her everywhere. He visited the police station. He talked to Emma's teacher. He asked the neighbors. But nobody knew where Emma was. One day, Officer Anna called him. "Mr. Brown, we need to talk." Emma's father came to the police station. He looked tired and worried. "Please," he said, "have you found my daughter?" Officer Anna nodded. "Yes." Tears filled his eyes. "Thank God. But before you see her," Officer Anna said, "there is something you must know." She told him everything. She told him about the shouting. She told him about the little food. She told him about the hard work. She told him that Emma was afraid to go home. Emma's father could not believe it. No, Linda would never do that. Officer Anna looked at him calmly. "We believed the same at first. But we talked to Emma's teacher. Her teacher said Emma was always tired and hungry. We talked to your neighbors. They often heard Linda shouting at Emma. We also found messages in Emma's notebook." Officer Anna gave him the small notebook. His hands were shaking. He opened the first page. He read every word slowly. Some pages said, "I miss my mom. Dad does not believe me. I am afraid. I still love my dad." Tears ran down his face. He remembered every time Emma had tried to tell him the truth. He remembered every time he believed Linda instead. "I failed my daughter," he whispered. That evening he went home. Linda smiled. "Did you find Emma?" He looked at her with sad eyes. "I know everything." Linda's smile disappeared. "What do you mean?" "I know how you treated my daughter. You lied to me. You hurt Emma." Linda tried to deny it. "It is not true." But Emma's father placed the notebook on the table. Then he showed her the reports from the teacher and the neighbors. Linda became silent. She had nothing to say. Emma's father stood up. "Our marriage is over. I am going to divorce you. I choose my daughter." Linda lowered her head. For the first time, she had no excuse. The next morning, Emma's father drove to the children's home. His heart was beating fast. He hoped that Emma would forgive him. Emma was reading a book in the garden. Mrs. Helen walked to her with a warm smile. "Emma," she said softly, "someone is here to see you." Emma looked up. "Who is it?" Mrs. Helen smiled. "It is your father." Emma's heart started beating fast. She stood up slowly. When she saw her father, tears filled her eyes. He looked different. He looked tired. He walked to Emma. For a few seconds, nobody spoke. Then her father knelt in front of her. "I'm sorry, Emma," he said with tears in his eyes. "I made a terrible mistake. I did not believe you. I should have protected you. Please forgive me." Emma looked at him. She remembered the happy days before her mother died. She remembered how much her father loved her. She also remembered the sad days with Linda. Her father continued, "I know the truth now. I know everything Linda did. I divorced her. She is not part of our family anymore. I will never let anyone hurt you again." Emma began to cry. She hugged her father tightly. "I missed you, Dad." "I missed you too," he said. "I love you more than anything." "I love you too." Mrs. Helen smiled. Officer Anna smiled. Everyone was happy. A few days later, Emma went home with her father. The house looked different. It was clean, quiet, and peaceful. There was no shouting. There was no fear, only love. Her father put a beautiful picture of Emma's mother in the living room. "We will always remember her," he said. Every evening, Emma and her father had dinner together. They talked. They laughed. Sometimes they looked at old family photos and remembered happy moments. Emma became happy again. She studied hard at school. She spent time with her friends. She smiled every day. One evening, Emma looked at the sky. "Thank you, Mom," she whispered. "I am home again." Her father stood beside her. He held her hand. They smiled at each other. Their hearts were full of hope. The end. Thank you so much for reading The Girl Who Chose Hope. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next English stories. Every week, we share simple and interesting stories to help you improve your English. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next story. Don't forget, see you soon.